But even more annoying is the fact that it blew up just before handing. That's very, very annoying. I think we're good to go, aren't we? Okay. Take 2. Let's do this. We've got a lot more experience now. Why doesn't this thing want to move? You have to drive faster now. We got there with 10 minutes to spare. We had loads of time. Man, that's irritating. Like, I mean, we are assuming that everything is currently not derailed. I'm just going to carefully check this. I wouldn't like to think it got derailed before we actually started hauling it. Okay, looks fine. Dragon's almost docked. I think it's still a while before they dock yet. It's close. I imagine they've got like 1,000,001 checklist items to run through. It's so weird, like, it honestly looks like Kerbal Space. You can see the 2 astronauts and then 3 screens in front of them. And they're literally just like touchscreen tapping stuff. Like, the automation on that system, on the whole thing now compared to what it used to be, it's unreal. Not really, Beaker. Like, the reason these guys are rigorously tested and checked and selected is because when something goes wrong, you need the right people to deal with it. I mean, you could put monkeys in there and press autopilot, but when the autopilot goes wrong, the monkeys will sit there going, I don't know. It takes an hour to drive the last 400 meters. Oh. Yeah, but if the autopilot goes wrong, Furphy, what happens then? Let's say the autopilot has a system failure for some reason, or one of its sensors gets knocked out and it can't cope. Like, who manually flies that in? Space Force now. -1 because if I press uncouple, it'll disconnect that car there from the train. It's how many cars back from the train, hence the -1. If this game stutters like this, I don't know how you can play it in VR without feeling a bit weird. They said earlier this is the first time ever docking via autopilot. Okay. Look at them like tapping system screens, that's hilarious. I think it's great the fact they share the stuff now. If the spaceport at the top of Scotland does actually arrive in 2022, would you make the trek to the north to watch a launch? Yes, absolutely. Where are we? Not paying attention. Why not, Beaker? When a mechanic fixes your car these days, half the time they're just looking at a computer screen, running diagnostics. Yeah, I'll try not to do explosions. I'm always worried about going through this junction, like, is it 80 through that section or not? I'm going to go through it on 50 because it has a really bad kink. You hope KSP2 is as good as it looks. We'll see. I really hope so too. I remember when I used to play Kerbal Space and I was doing it on YouTube and I was really enjoying myself. Like, I put a refueling station into orbit so that I could take off and then get fuel and then go somewhere. And the trouble is like the physics of the game just couldn't really cope with it properly. When you got near my fuel space station, the frame rate was like it was horrible. I don't see anything jumping around so far. I don't know, I've got it on another screen. November Papa. Is that too loud, by the way? Do you need me to turn it down? This thing can pull. Right, 70 limit around the corner. We're doing 70. We're actually doing 68. No, it doesn't overheat like the DE2. Left turn coming up. Probably a 70 again. It says 50. That is a lie because it's 50 to the right, 70 to the left. We're doing 69 through a 70. Yeah, Real Biscuit, I did think about uncoupling some stuff, but I was quite content to just watch the whole thing unfold. Like, I wanted to see how the game would deal with the fuel spillage and the explosions and whether it would, like, knock on. And it did. It was quite cool. The sign is wrong. 50 through the switch and 70 after that. Wow, okay. That's misleading. So you're saying I just went through a switch at 68 that I should have gone through at 50? Because of a sign. So I may well have a derail car. Nice. Good to know. Why is the camera on the ISS doing that? On the Dragon just bouncing around. See if we can see any derails. It looks okay. Oh, it's going into darkness. It's going into the oh, blue screen. Lost the feed. To limit. It is cool. The fact you can watch this live is awesome. To limit. Okay, we're down to 60. Better look this time, yeah. I think the section of track where we derailed was this. Because you go through the tunnel at 50 and then you kink over and then it drops to 40 and then it sends you up a hill. So I think I'm just going to go through this at like 40 and then punch it. Yeah, I'm just going to take it easy through here. There you go. We'll go through it at 40 instead. Because it's like a split and then a rejoin, but it's quite a rough rejoin and then a sharp turn. And they're like meters away now, aren't they? Look at that, that's so cool. That's quite a harsh join, that. And I don't trust the 50 limit much. And then this 40 here, it says it's flat, but it's a lie. I'm just going to keep it steady at 40. We'll wait till the back of it's cleared that bend. Okay, we're clear. A climb, then a left turn down to the harbour. They are so close to connection. I'm like that far away from the arm. Whoa, what is all that stuff hitting the screen? Like all the thruster fluid. Oh boy. Where did that 40 come from? I'm beginning to wonder if there was a derail there, I don't know. Yeah, that was a very sharp turn. It just went 4 and then bang. And the thing is about that turn is it doesn't look that sharp. That docking is nearly there, isn't it? Look at that, it's coming in. Uh-oh. That was a close call as well. I think that's what a derail last time. I'm trying to see if we've got any cargo that's jostling. The thing is, we're actually rolling down this hill, which is something that didn't happen last time. When we came down here before, I had to put power on to get through here, even though it's a downhill section, because it was derailed. This is pretty much how it should be behaving. Wow, they are so close to docking. You don't know how I can play this game right now because I'm watching the docking. Coming in. Wow, looking like the computer system's lining everything up. That's like a meter, isn't it? Like 10 centimeters away now. Boomf. Connection. No. Missed. Try again. It's bouncing around. I hate this. Look, you can't change that one because this one. I wish the hitbox was at the bottom. Oh. Okay. Let's get a bit less speed. Oh man. That's a left turn into 5i.
Welcome back, Mata.
Now, last time we came down here. No, I think the signal basically has like a massive hitbox and you can't fire through it onto the next one. Yeah, they're both at the same drop-off point. If you look. 5i, 5i. No, no boom this time. No derail, no boom. Equip the lighter just in case. I don't have the lighter. Does that count as glove? I think that counts as glove. Oh, we have to uncouple, don't we? Dang it. Oh yeah. What do we get? 27 plus a 13 grand bonus. 34 plus a 17 grand bonus. Get wrecked. 92,000. Woohoo! And no squirrels harmed. Amazing. Bit different to the last approach, right? First proper hole in the D6 as well. Now the question is, what's the bill for that thing? Let's have a look at what the full price bill is. That's actually better than it was for 2 shunters. Like 2 DE2s cost us 20k. So that's not too bad. If we take it to the service yard, it'll be a lot less than that. I should probably clear that one off. Much better indeed. Where's the harbour? So how much money have we got? Let's have a quick look at the military stuff. Whoa, there's a lot of military jobs now. We didn't have any of these before. Geez, you what? Hazmat 3, military... is that military 4 or 3? Military 3. 81 grand. Deliver spent nuclear fuel. Oh, I would love to drive that off a cliff. Yikes. Whoa. What was that? $156 grand plus an 80. Imagine hauling both of them to the military base. Look how much money you get paid. Unfortunately, you need some crazy licenses. Even that's a military too. And that pays 7,000 for a shunting job. Like, literally the only one I could ever do is this one. A military 1. I guess there's a reason you don't have Hazmat 3, yeah. Yeah, they don't trust me with that. Job validator. So yeah, basically, the only ones we can do, if we got military 1, is those. Looks like military 1 is a bit of a boring license. Maybe wait until we can get military 1 and 2 then. Alright, should we bring the D6 round for a quick splash and dash? How much is military 1? I think it's like 100 grand. It's a lot. Yeah. So just to get to military 2, you'd have to spend 300 grand. I kind of feel like Hazmat 2 or Concurrent 2 is probably a better purchase. Like, given that we've got a D6, Concurrent 2 might well pay out nicely. If you can find like 3 jobs here that you can haul, that would be pretty cool. Actually, let's do the service. There's no point looking at that. I'm going to have to walk away anyway. Unlimited jobs are concurrent too. I'm not sure it's unlimited, is it? You just get an extra one, I assume. It's unlimited, wow. So then you're only limited by the amount of weight you can hold. Can you sound the horn? Yeah. I bet those guys are so happy to be getting out of that seat and being able to roam around inside a space station for a bit. They must feel so claustrophobic sat there. It's basically like going on a long-haul flight down to Australia, except they say to you, you can't leave your seat. I don't see anywhere to move around in the capsule, JS. Like, there's just no room. When are you going to the space station? I don't think I'll ever go to the space station. Unless it's in Kerbal. I might do it in Kerbal. Where do they show that, Sammy? Where do they show the room they have to move around? Thank you, dear. What? That one dropped on the floor, so give it to Pip. It was, it's all wet. Yeah, I need to find 007. Somebody mentioned where it was. Was it the food factory or was it City Southwest? Did a video on stream about 5 hours ago. I missed that one. Yep, I watched it, Andy, thank you. Are they going to show footage of them, like, entering in and stuff? I hope they will. Like, entering in and shaking hands and all that good stuff. Bob forgot his passport. Oh well. He's not getting in. I will stream until on the ISS. $100 worth of engine damage. 75 wheels. That's pretty good going. 500 in oil. No sand. Saving a fortune on sand. So basically all the bill is in fuel, right? 6,000 in fuel. Yikes. Oh, there's the dev console. Have a nice day. So 131 left, plus some environmental fees. I'll do it some other time, Higgy, thank you. $355 in fees. There we go. $131. Let's have a look at what jobs there are. Thank you, Benna. Shunting. Lay down that. $735 tons. Wow. Wait a minute. That's a 35 grand shunting job. What? They want me to move some stuff around the yard and they're going to pay me 35 grand for it. That's insane. You need the DE6 for it. Yeah, we've got the DE6. It's still a lot of money. And then... Whoa, look at this. That looks like it. Like if you do this, and then you line, obviously the next job it creates, you connect with that, 2 D6s, take the whole thing to City Southwest. Golden. Nah, you saw nothing, Baz. We have not harmed any squirrels at all today. There was no disaster. You're just dreaming. Obviously, dreaming that I would do that. Food factory. Look at that. $28 grand. 18 grand. 55 grand. Oh, that's a hazmat 2 though, look. How much is a hazmat 2? $130? I can literally just afford that. Those two together would pay 80, 90k. A D6 can do which two, Costel? You don't mean them. That's 1,400 tons, 1,500 tons. One D6 can't do that. It can. I thought a D6 was 1,000 ton. A D6 can do 1,400 tons. That's 1,500 tons. Tell you what, there's a lot of jobs for the food factory. You have to max it out and lower the cost. That's true. Okay. So, I mean, that pays pretty well for what it is. 80 grand just for that. That's really good. I think if we could do those two, that would be worth it. But to be honest, that on its own is good. And then that is really good. So I'm going to grab that. And then we're going to do this. We'll try and find this in the yard first. Yeah, well, if we do the shunting one, then we can prep it. We can prep this one and then take it with this one, is what I'm thinking. This is load and prepare. But the whole thing would be 1,500 tons and over 430 meters long. I mean, are you absolutely sure that a single D6 can haul this out of the harbour? Yeah, but Baz, Costello reckons a D6 can do 1,500 tons. To be fair, 2 D6 would increase the chance of a bonus and would cover the cost. I really don't. I've never tried to push the D6. I don't know if it can do that or not. We can combine stuff because we have the mod. But a D2 with a D6, no problem. Yeah, the problem with doing that is the D2 will overheat. You've done 1,600 tons but didn't go above 60. Right, let's see if we can find this. So this is a shunting job to load and prepare a train. We know the loading yard is for liquid is down in C. The question is, where would the empty... I mean, the empty cars could be there, to be fair. Let's go and look at that. That's going to be... It's a loader. SL55. SL55, what a surprise. So this is going to be... Let's check the back of this. Yep, so this is going to be the whole thing. Move it to here, load it, take it somewhere else. So let's bring the loco down here. D2, what? A D2 should be okay behind a D6. But the D2 needs an air intake, doesn't it? Great. That was weird. About an hour till opening the hatch, blimey. Astronaut in shorts. He's trying to get a tan. Leave him alone. He's got loads of room in there, hasn't he? He's going around in his socks and everything. It's hilarious. Do I find the remote handy? I think the remote is one of the best things you can buy. You're going to use it all the time. Alright, so we'll get it lined up here, then we'll hand the job in. If you went up, there's no way you wouldn't do it in your birthday suit. I don't know, Power Rangers onesie, I think I'd probably go for that. It'd just be a question of what colour. Like, they could coordinate, couldn't they? So that every astronaut on the space station had a Power Rangers onesie. And they've all got the different colours and they just all go through like a fight sequence when they get on board. You pay to see that, exactly. Just put it on Sky, pay-per-view, 25 quid, like a boxing match. Right, let's go and hand this in. Like, it's not worth turning the engine off on the D6 because it takes so long to put it back on, it's annoying. C1S. Couple of cars at the station. Wait, what? Oh my god, you scumbag game. It's like, no wonder it pays so much money. It's a complete scumbag of a job. Yeah, you gotta grab a load of stuff. Hang on a minute. D2S, D5S. And then bring it back to C3L. Which is this one, I presume. Alright, I'm just going to put this in position first, I think. Doesn't matter which way we do this, does it? Alright, we need to bring it past this point here. It's not struggling, it was what the brake pressure has to build up. All those cars have the brake pressure of 0. You connect to it, and then you start pumping air into the hose, and you've got to wait for it to build. Now, I checked the job number on the front and back one, and they're all the same, so it's fine. Like, if you look at the job number on that, it says something. Something. 55. 55. $55. It's good. Right, we'll bring this all the way back here because we're going to have to add more cars on it. While it's doing that, we'll figure out where the rest goes. So D2S and D5S. D is next one along. D2S. Coming in from the bottom, 2S and 5S. Oh my god, that's a pain. Okay. So we'll get the one car from D5 first. I think AI vehicles are going to get added. King Awesome. That's on the list. That should be okay, I reckon. Did you know when you stand near the switch you don't need a radio? Or as in, you can just hit it? You're out of Yorkshire tea, Jimmery. Dude. You should never let that happen. If you're getting low on tea bags, order some from Amazon. Current points on unlocked 69.5 for NPC trains, 73 people animals. Well, I think the frame rate needs to be stabilized before they add people or other stuff. D5S. Okay, so we take a right here. That takes us down to D section. No, that's wrong. You left there, and then... that should come into 5S. Oh, are you serious, game? They've put the tank we need at the back? Oh my god, you scumbag. You actually serious? I've got to now punt this out the way. So 5S is there. Where's the next one? 2S. No, you can't realistically go around. It's just a matter of where I put this now. There's 2S. Loaded C. So we can stick it here. We're not going to need that. Although that is quite... maybe we just come to 4I here and hook it up to that and push it all backwards. It's probably the easiest thing to do. We might be able to squeeze it in there. If not, we'll have to push it all back. What a scumbag game. Oh, I don't think that's going to work. I swear, if this job was designed specifically to annoy, they've done a cracking job on it. Okay. Couple that. Yeah, I mean, you've got to wonder, like, I didn't know if it was so much money because, it required a certain hazmat license, so obviously it requires more money. But a lot of it seems to be just down to the amount of work involved. And the prospects have completely screwing it up. So that is Coal 541, which I believe is that one. And then the next one we want is those two over on 2S. Those three on 2S. So much faff. Yep. Somebody said it has to be 0.5 meters beyond the switch to count. I don't know how true that is. See, this is why the remote is invaluable. For this kind of work, if we didn't have this, we'd have to keep jumping back in the drain. Call 117 to 490. Correct. I'm so glad I used the DE6 as well, because it's much quicker at moving things. Okay, let's get out of here. Right, I need to bring it all to here and then reverse it. Oh, that didn't sound good. That's a derail. That's a derail. Is he going to get confused if I try and re-rail that in that position? Yeah, I was going a bit too fast then. Didn't get on top of the speed quickly enough. think that's fixed it. That looks okay, looks okay. It's all good. Are bigger mouse mats better for gaming? It depends what kind of gaming you do, really. They're not necessarily better. I mean, you can get giant ones that go right across your desk. It's more to do with first-person shooters and your DPI and how much mouse movement you've got, and whether you're going to run out of mouse mats. If you're not running out of mouse mat, then it doesn't matter. Hello, Hugh. Jack Sims is playing GTA 4. Wait, that's bouncing around. Is that derailed? That doesn't look derailed, but don't like the way it was bouncing. Okay, right, turn into here. Points are all set up. Go to C3L and load, and then uncouple at E40. Okay. One derail makes you paranoid. No, it wasn't that. It's the jostling of the tanker. That's a sign that you've derailed it. You've always found it odd that you call Squirrel yet you have no Squirrel emotes. One of the reasons for that is that squirrels are very hard to draw in emotes. They just generally don't look like squirrels. But I've always thought it weird that you have a T in your name, like Raven Holt Assassin. What's the T for? While we're talking about weird things. My question is... Nice. It's the main hub for rogues in World of Warcraft called Ravenhold Manor. The Warcraft thing. So we get out of here, we go left, and then reverse, and we come back this way. And we're looking for E40. Which should be coming from the west on the left side. Wait, there's already a consist in there? E40. There's already a consist in there. What the heck, man? Okay, that's going to be interesting. Am I taking a break? Yeah, I want to take a break now. I'm already behind. But I can't stop mid-flight like this. I didn't expect to be so many components to this job. I thought, well, we'll finish that on time. Oh, you scumbag. Wasted time. Yeah, I may be a little late starting Sunday Night Trucking. We'll see. I did this last time. I stopped it like just slightly too early and then the point didn't switch properly. Because the point actually ends there, look. Right, so it should just be a case of reverse this into 4.0, couple it, and then push it all backwards. Might as well ride on the train. Does the battery die? Yes, because it only charges outside. So if you was to use it in the cab, the battery should start to drain. And that's why the roof is better, exactly. Right, so we're going to push push this back beyond that point now. Yeah, I don't know what the speed limit is for the coupling. That's a lot of weight. Still live, I'll be finishing in a sec.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
I need to make sure I get the braking right for this. I'm thinking if we stop it there. Right there, maybe. Let's try that. I didn't uncouple. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Another date job. Oh my god, look how much money we got for that. 51 grand for that job. Because... what was the time? 33 minutes was the amount of time. Did it in 29 and a half. And then got paid 51 G's. Oh yeah. Mega bucks. I'll take it. Right, guys, that's it. I'm going to be back. I'm going to take a break. I need to get set up on the rig. I don't know if I'll make it for 5. If I'm slightly late, I apologize. I've overrun here, so I've run out of time. Oh, is the bus? I'll check it out next time. Right, so I'm going to head out quickly. Back in like an hour or so for some trucking. I'll need to get set up now. So, I'll see you later. If you're heading out for the evening, have a great evening. But I'll be back later for some trucking, pro mods, Euro truck, and all that good stuff. So, bye for now. See you in a bit.